Have you ever wondered why Christmas is on December 25th? The Bible doesn't actually give a specific date for Jesus' birth. So, where did this date come from? The answer might surprise you and takes us back thousands of years to a time when the sun itself was worshipped as a god. Let's journey back to the ancient Roman Empire, long before Christianity became the dominant religion. The empire was a vibrant mix of cultures and beliefs. One of the most popular and powerful cults was the worship of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. This wasn't just a minor belief, it was a state-sponsored religion, especially under emperors like Aurelian in the 3rd century AD. For the Romans, the sun was a symbol of life, power, and rebirth. Every day, it conquered the darkness of night, and every year it fought back against the cold, dark winter. The most important festival for the followers of Sol Invictus was Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, the birthday of the unconquered sun. And when was it celebrated? You guessed it, December 25th. This date was significant because it was tied to the winter solstice in the Roman calendar. The solstice is the shortest day of the year, the peak of winter's darkness. After this day, the days start getting longer. Light begins to win its battle against the dark. For sun worshippers, this was a moment of cosmic rebirth, a promise of spring and new life. It was a time for feasting, gift-giving, and celebration. Now let's bring early Christianity into the picture. For the first few centuries, Christianity was a minority religion, often facing persecution. Christians were trying to spread their message in a world dominated by pagan traditions. They needed a way to make their faith relatable and accessible to the average Roman citizen. Instead of trying to completely erase these deeply ingrained traditions, early church leaders often adopted a clever strategy. They adapted them. This process is called syncretism, the blending of different beliefs and practices. It was a way of saying, you celebrate the rebirth of the sun, we celebrate the birth of the Son of God, the true light of the world. So, as Christianity grew in influence, the celebration of the birth of the sun god on December 25th was gradually transformed into the celebration of the birth of the Son of God. The symbolism was powerful and easy to understand. Jesus was often described using light-based metaphors in the scriptures. He is the light of the world, the Son of Righteousness. This made the transition feel natural. By the 4th century, when Emperor Constantine converted and Christianity became the favored religion of the empire, the celebration of Christmas on December 25th was firmly established. The old pagan festival of Sol Invictus faded away, but its legacy lived on in the date and some of the traditions of Christmas. But the influence of sun worship doesn't stop with Christmas. Let's think about another major Christian holiday, Easter. The name itself, in English and German, is believed by many scholars to come from Eostre, a Germanic goddess of the dawn and spring. Her festival was celebrated around the spring equinox, another solar event marking the time when day and night are of equal length and light is officially overtaking darkness. While the core of Easter is the resurrection of Jesus, many of its most famous traditions have pagan roots. The eggs and rabbits, for example, are ancient symbols of fertility and new life, tied to spring festivals that celebrated nature's rebirth after a long winter. A rebirth powered by the returning strength of the sun. The early church again absorbed these powerful, pre-existing symbols and gave them new Christian meaning. The egg came to represent the tomb from which Christ emerged, a symbol of new life through resurrection. Even the day of weekly Christian worship, Sunday, has a direct connection. In Latin, it was Dies Solis, the day of the sun, while Christians met on this day to commemorate the resurrection, which occurred on the first day of the week. The name itself is a holdover from the Roman system of naming days after celestial bodies and their associated gods. When Constantine made Christianity the state religion, he officially sanctified Sunday as a day of rest, solidifying its importance for both pagans and Christians. We can also see this blending in early Christian art and architecture. In some of the earliest depictions, Jesus is shown with a solar halo, or even riding a chariot across the sky, just like the sun god Helios or Sol. The halo, which is now a standard symbol of sainthood, likely evolved from this solar imagery, representing divine light and power. The layout of many early churches was even oriented towards the east, so the congregation would face the rising sun during morning prayers, a symbolic act of facing towards Christ, the rising sun of righteousness. This wasn't a conspiracy or a secret takeover. It was a practical and effective way for a new faith to communicate its core ideas using a language and symbolism that people already understood. It was a bridge between the old world and the new. The ancient reverence for the sun, for its light, its warmth, and its life-giving power, was not erased. Instead, it was reinterpreted and given a profound new meaning within the Christian faith. So, the next time you decorate a Christmas tree or see the sun rise on Easter morning, take a moment to think about this incredible history. It's a story of how ancient traditions can merge and transform, creating the rich cultural tapestry we have today. The worship of the sun may seem like a distant, ancient belief, but its light continues to shine, subtly but surely, through some of our most cherished modern celebrations. It's a powerful reminder that history is not a series of clean breaks, but a continuous flow where old ideas are constantly being reborn into new ones. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as I did, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden histories behind our world. See you next time.